you're required. You've got 60 minutes, guys. So, question 1. Describe the general controls. So now you're thinking, oh, computer information system general controls that Amazon should have implemented to ensure that the company's data stored in the cloud by the third-party service provider is secure. So what are the general controls that they need to have because they have outsourced their storage of the data to make sure that it is secure? And in terms of secure, you're probably looking at access controls around that storage. So guys, you've got to consider what are all the controls they have to have because they're outsourced. So those are those advanced computer information system controls. And then you guys, you just got to think of your plain general controls. So you've got system development and program changes. You've got access controls. You've got continuity of operations. And there's documentation. So I've got to just consider all of the controls that filter into each of those and any additional, because they outsource, for 10 marks. So I want 10 general controls and I've got 15 minutes here. Question 2. Describe the test of controls. So in order to perform test of controls, guys, I first need to identify the controls. And once I have identified, I can develop a test for that control. That TNB should perform to evaluate the operating effectiveness of the computer controls over the revenue system for financial year 2021 with regard to the audit of Amazin referred to in working paper B1. So very important, it's just the computer controls. So I don't want to look for any manual controls. When I identify, I'm looking for IT only and then developing a test for those. Those tests could be manual or I could use test data. Okay, depending on how the best way to test a specific computer control over the revenue system. So I'm going to working paper B1 and I'm looking for controls there. 13 marks, I want to give about 13 procedures and I'm going to have 19 minutes. Question 3, describe the substantive procedures. So as soon as I see substantive, I'm thinking general procedures, analytical procedures, test of detail. That TNB should perform to gather sufficient and appropriate audit evidence with regard to the management fee earned from take lots as noted in working paper A1. So it's management fee income as discussed in working paper A1. I know that a management fee income is transaction, so I've got to look at my class of transaction assertions, completeness, accuracy, occurrence, cutoff, classification, presentation and disclosure, along with the general procedures, analytical and test of detail. I also know that they earned it from a subsidiary, a related party. So in addition to everything here, I'm going to have to make sure that it is at arm's length and that it has been disclosed correctly as a related party transaction. Out of 15, I have 22 minutes. Okay, and I've got some time for those 2 marks that I don't actually include in here, so I hopefully can recoup some of the time I've used to analyze the required. Alright, so let's go with question 1.